So, first of all, are you okay? Is the family okay? How are you guys holding up?
Yes, I'm okay. It was a scary situation last night, something I never expected and should not have happened. This was basically political terrorism, Jack. And you know what it feels like. You've been a victim of it as well. But I just want to say this, there is no way I'm backing down. I introduced very important legislation called the Protect Children's Innocent Act. And the whole reason I did that, my bill, if passed into law, would become a federal law, and it makes it a felony to perform any type of so-called gender affirming care, which is really genital mutilation surgeries, hormone therapies, puberty blockers, and this is absolute child abuse. And it's really interesting that this just happened only a week after I introduced this critical legislation, and I'm building massive support among Republicans and growing co-sponsors because everyone knows what a dangerous threat this is to our children and that generation. And then here it comes that my house gets swatted by some sort of youth trans activist. And I'm going to tell you right now that if this is the war the left wants to bring, then they can bring it, because there is no way I'm backing down. I will protect kids as far as I possibly can. And if you talk to anybody that is so-called D-trans, and you see the pictures of these young women who had their breasts cut off when they were 15 or 16 years old, or you talk to these poor kids, these boys that were castrated as teenagers, and you hear the women talk and they no longer have women's voices, but you hear their heartbreaking stories, the things that happened to them when they were too young to make these permanent decisions that radically mutilate their bodies and change their bodies forever. You know, we give out driver's license when you're 16. You can't go to war until you're 18. How on earth is the left targeting children and trying to force them into making life-altering and dangerous health decisions for their bodies? And so I'm going to stand up and fight this with everything I can, Jack. And we are not going to back down to the evil radical left who wants to terrorize us through these kinds of methods. And I just want to add on, our police officers here in Rome, Georgia are amazing.